Right, that's what you should have out the vacuum former now. That's your mould for the jitterbug. What I'm going to show you how to do now is cut out your shell from the excess plastic there. Okay? So make sure the wooden mould's out. Take a board marker, a thick pen, and then roughly draw a rectangle around the jitterbug, like that. And for this, we're going to use the heavy duty scissors, quite thick. Now this is quite difficult to cut, so you're going to have to take a bit of care with it, but it can be done. So cutting in is probably the hardest part, but try and keep as straight as you can. And cut all the way across, so it's a small piece that can go in the bin and doesn't rip the bag. So cut all the way around there. Now once you've done that, it's going to look something like that. Now what we need to do is use a fine marker pen, and we're going to mark in the groove here, ever so carefully. Remember, this is the permanent pen, so we don't want to mark it too much because we don't want it to be seen afterwards. So, like that. And to cut this, we just use normal traditional scissors, like this. And when we start the cut, don't cut in like that because it could split and then crack the edge of the jitterbug. So when you start to cut, just cut from the side like that. And again, this is quite tricky to do. So just cut by the line, don't cut on the other side of the line because that means you're going to cut into your jitterbug. Just take your time. Gradually work your way around. Just take your time like that. If there's a big bit of plastic there that's going to get in the way, you could always just cut that off if it makes it easier. And once you've carefully gone all the way around, it should look like that. Okay, now on this it's got some sharp edges from the cutting with the scissors, so what we're going to use now is some wet and dry paper, like we used on the circuit board at the very start, and put a bit of water on it, too much, and then rub it on the edge. Don't scratch the plastic, just rub it on the edge like that, and get rid of all the sharp corners. And to test it, run your finger around. If you can feel any sharp edges or indents, just get rid of those get rid of those sharp edges and go all the way around. And while you've got the wet and dry paper, let's put a bit more water on it. You should have your white disc, and on your white disc as well, it's made from the same plastic. It's got a bit of an edge that needs to be removed using the wet and dry paper as well. Doesn't matter so much if you scratch this plastic because you won't see it. What's important is getting rid of that sharp edge. So when we put these two together, the plastic won't be cut.